What's up, everybody? The greatest reality television game show is back on, Big Brother, this week, and I'm here to give you my thoughts on it. Now, this is going to be a weekly series. I'm going to do an episode every Monday after, the show airs Wednesday and Sunday. I'm going to do a reaction to what I think happened during this week, my thoughts on the week. So let's get into it. Now, the first week, Daniel wins HOH Vegas performer, Elvis impersonator, whatever you call him. I think he didn't really go good about this HOH this week. I think whoever did talk to him, because not a lot of people were trying to talk to him, talk game with him. Whoever did talk to him, he took whatever they were saying. It was just trying to find somebody put up on the block. And it's really hard with winning HOH in the first week because you really don't have enough information on the people in the house. You really don't have much to go off of. But I think I think he could have done a lot more. I think he could have definitely put up Taylor. I think that would have been a great person to put up. There was other different threats he could have gone after. Michael, I get he's an attorney, Big Brother super fan, but we really don't know too much about him yet. We don't, obviously, him going in to try to talk game with Daniel, that made himself look like a threat, but really, I don't think he's too much of a threat. I think Taylor could have been on the block, and you could have thrown on somebody that you didn't talk too much game. You didn't have to put up my boy Terrence. Now, had Terrence talk more game with Daniel, there would be more a case for him not being on the block, but really all you got to do is tell him, Showtime DJ, all that bullshit he be talking about. Karaoke DJ. Who even is a karaoke DJ any day nowadays? And I'm definitely rooting for Terrence down the road. Hopefully he can get through this week and get it off the block. He's a pawn, but we know what happens to pawns in Big Brother. There's a chance you're gonna go home, especially with a guy like Terrence. Doesn't have too much rank in the house yet. Doesn't have those connections yet. He has, the personal chef, the older people in the house, but really, how much is that gonna get? Nobody really cares about the old guy in Big Brother. But hopefully he can, make those connections, get himself safe. I don't know if he'll be able to win the cop unless it's on the DJ turntables. Because who the fuck is a karaoke DJ nowadays? Nobody. But Pooch is another guy I'm rooting for. I think, being a football coach, really, really happy about that. They got a guy like that on this show. But you can really tell he's a football coach in every facet of his life. The conversations he has with people, the interactions he has with people. He really is a football coach every day, every 24 hours a day. But I really like the decision making with him, what he did with the 3 people he chose for the backseat pass thing. I think those 3 people he chose was a great decision. It's fair. The 3 people that fell out first in the competition, that was really fair, and I think it didn't really burn too many bridges. The people that got chose weren't too upset besides the hypnotist lady. Really, but Palomo's one of the people he chose, and really, she's been playing too hard of a game. An all-girl alliance, that's what she's going to make. Really thinking about it, when has an all-girl alliance ever done good in the game of Big Brother? None. That never happens. All-girl alliance. Girls come in this competition. Yeah, we need to keep all girls in this competition. We need to get rid of all the guys. Then there's always a strong guy that beats everybody, and a strong guy that wins. But most of the time, for the cases a girl wins, you got to have a little balance of both. If I'm Paloma or any of these girls, I'm making an alliance with good, strong girls, good, strong guys. And I'm not making an alliance with just girls. And I'm not making an alliance with the final 2 with the girl. Call it Scorpio sisters. Really, that tells you how good those girls are going to do in this competition. And if I have a fan vote, I'm using every fucking fan vote to get those 2 out of there. Scorpio sisters, that's all I need here. And then, there's girls in the house talking about manifestation, all that stuff. These girls are in a lot of trouble. I think these strong guys, I really like Pooch. I think Daniel already seems like a strong competitor, seems like he's got a strong gameplay. But yeah, an all-girl alliance is not the way to go. You got to find a great balance between the 2. Got to get some strong guys, got to get some strong girls. And that's how you make it last. Not really. The chances aren't likely really strong. But now alliances, there was no cookout alliance this year. Black people know you can only get away with that shit once. Barely get away with that once. But I would like to see maybe a minority cookout group. Call it Thanksgiving. Mark me on there. Julie Chen. But if there was another cookout, Julie Chen would have been making up shit like, hey, black people, on the block automatically this week, or black people can't win the HOH. They wouldn't let that shit happen again. The views low, so it would be down. People calling it reverse racism, all this stuff. the fans weren't for the cookout last year, so they're definitely not gonna let that shit slide this year. So I think some guys in this competition have a great chance. Michael, even though he seldom so short, I think anybody who's an attorney that level, I really like Joseph. I think he's a great guy, got a great story, and him being an attorney, he's playing low key in this game. I think he has somewhat of a social game he can build up. He can definitely connect to people. A lot of people like this story. He can use that, and just having that background. Anybody who's been an attorney, detective, has that kind of background where they talk to people, poker players, blackjack dealers or whatever. Anybody in that kind of sense that has those kind of backgrounds usually does really well in this game, and they're the type of people to pin people against each other, have people do their dirty work for them, and those are the people we see win Big Brother. So I think Joseph has his chance. I'm pulling for Terrence, but he might not make it this week. Somebody else I like, Monty, Remy Boy Monty. If you're a Fetty Wap fan, that's why I call him Remy Boy Monty. But hopefully Monty can use his charisma. Hopefully he's a strong competitor. He looks like he can win some comps. And that's definitely, you can use that to your advantage and win some comps. We've seen guys come in Big Brother, and that's the reason they stay in the game, because they win every comp. And that's really, looking at any of these people in this game right now, it's hard to tell, who's going to win every comp, be that comp beast. Maybe Daniel, he looked really good, but I see him more as a mental comp guy. I don't see him as somebody that's holding on to those tough competitions where you got to stay still in a position for 4 or 6 hours kind of thing. But I'm really excited about the season. This drama that's been going on already. Taylor being a pick-me girl. She's trying to fit in with the guys. I really want Taylor to go home, to be honest, too. Because not normally do I tend to agree with women, but Taylor, just playing pool with guys, trying to be with the guys, doing that thing, hasn't made any conversations with the girl. If I'm a girl, I'm talking to all the girls. I'm getting their advice, and then I'll try to get some side deals with some guys, talk to them, see what they're thinking. But really, just being with all the guys, all the strong guys, not a good look. And so I think Taylor's already creating herself as a threat. And Paloma playing the game she's playing already, how hard she's playing right now. It's not a good. She's going to create herself a threat too. If Taylor finds out the dirt and what she's trying to stir up and talk shit about her behind back, because in this house of Big Brother, information's going out 2 ways. So one person is, Paloma spreading shit. Somebody's going to find out that Paloma's talking shit. So once Taylor finds out, that could go south. Taylor might build an alliance with those guys. They try to get Paloma. It can be a whole thing, but I love the drama so far right now. I'm really excited for what this season's going to do Big Brother-wise. It's hard to pick winners already, but winner prediction right now, I'm going to go ahead and say Joseph's going to win it. I don't know how, but it's a possibility. I like what I see from his game. Hopefully he builds it up. Wild card that I think wins, Personal Chef. I think the Personal Chef, Nicole, I think her having that final 2 with Daniel already without anybody seeing any footage, unless you watch the behind the scenes stuff, her making that final 2 with Daniel right away was smart for her. Usually those final 2s that happen day one are those final 2s that end up lasting for a minute, those strong ones. And I can tell that her and Daniel have a good combination. And I like her social game already. I can tell she has potential to have a great social game that will get her far. Daniel seems like some guy can win competition. So I like that final 2 dynamic. And I think Nicole can take that a long way. So she's a wild card to win it. And hopefully she can bring Terrence to the end, maybe. Terrence, man. He's probably in a world of trouble. But that's all I got for this Big Brother review. As always, I'll catch you Monday with another Big Brother reaction. Hopefully there'll be more to talk about, because this week, first week, not a lot to go off from. And if I had to give a prediction for somebody that's going home this week, I'm going to say Michael. I'm going to say he's not going to win the veto competition unless it's a mental competition. Can't talk his way out. Can't, defend somebody else to get out of that jail time in this competition. But I think, Michael's going home. I think Terrence will have possibly enough votes. So we'll see. But as always, peace.